my trusty helper.
Racy.
And today we are going to be starting our brand new unit. So in order to get us started, I'm going to show you a picture to see if you can figure out what it is that we will be talking about. So get your eyes ready, your detective eyes ready to take a look. Were you guys able to figure out what that picture was? If you weren't, I'll tell you. It was a picture of our school. Because today we are going to begin our new unit talking about our community. What is a community? A community is a place where you live. There are many different types of communities and neighborhoods all over the world. Even all over New York, there are many different kinds of communities. We're gonna look at a few examples of different communities, and we're going to talk about what kind of community we live in. The first community we're going to look at is a rural community. Take a look at these pictures.
Notice how there's not many people, houses, or cars around, just a lot of land.
The next community we're going to look at is an urban community. Take a look at what an urban community looks like.
Notice how there's a lot more cars, tall buildings, and people crowding all over the streets.
The last community we're going to talk about today is a suburban community. Take a look at what a suburban community looks like.
Notice that there's not as many tall buildings, cars, or people as the urban community, but there are more houses and less wide open grassland and space than the suburban community.
Can you figure out what type of community we live in? Do we live in a rural, urban, or suburban community? That's right. We live in an urban community because we have a lot of city around us. We have tall buildings, we have lots of cars on the street, and we have a lot of people living where we live. An urban community is a fun and an awesome and exciting place to live. We're gonna play a game called What Community? And we're gonna try to identify these communities as urban, rural, or suburban. So when I show the pictures, I want you to shout out what kind of community you think it is. Ready? About all different types of communities, I would love for you to take some photographs or maybe draw a picture of your community around where you live. I would love for you to send them to me